Time to take a look at how the stocks have been performing in this African market, and Daniel Kuyoh, who is a market watcher today from Kingdom Securities, joins me to discuss these matters. Daniel, I just had the MD of Everready here on the set a while ago. They've made quite a bit of news today. A quick comment on the Everready and its struggling and its fortunes in this market.
Well, I think for them it was they needed to make a strategic shift as to whether they're going to continue producing batteries from Kenya or whether they're going to become a distributor. Right. I think for them to move into mainly distribution and shut their plant in the Rift Valley area of Kenya, I think that speaks volumes. Is that they're trying to cut costs, and I think the cost component of their expenditure has been quite high, especially maintaining the plant as well as employee salaries as well. So I think this strategic shift into being a distributor-only business, it's quite a positive note even for investors. And I think we'll probably wait to see what will happen in the market, how the market will react to it in the next few days.
So it's not just a move they wanted to make, it's a move they had to make.
It was necessitated, definitely, yeah.
Okay, fantastic. In the morning also we saw news coming in. Orchards has quite an impressive run in this market today. We haven't been reporting much of it. They're now going into spice making. What caused all this? Well,
I think for orchards, what we saw from the beginning is that, you know, it tends to be quite an illiquid counter, quite a number of, only a few million shares listed on the stock exchange compared to other counters which have a billion plus, multi-million issued number of shares. For Kenya Orchards, I think that was probably one of the main reasons why it has spiked up around 2,000% on a year-to-date basis. And when its illiquidity has probably propelled it to the levels we are seeing right now. And I think a second thing that we saw is the almost doubling of profits from about 647,000 Kenya shillings to 1 million in the half year. And going even forward, they've actually, with these new plans that they have to produce spices and other condiments, I think for them what they're beginning to say is, you know, you can't write us off as a counter or as a company. We still have much more to offer. And I think it also speaks volumes to them being a sort of agricultural farm. The agricultural stocks have been quite active lately. If you look at Kakuzi and the Reavi Pingo, also Sasini as well. And when you look at these counters, and even when we sort of mirror Kenya Orchards to it, the value of their land it looks to be quite undervalued, and this is what people are looking at. This is what investors are looking at.
Quickly, let's talk about another counter that hasn't been doing too well. Longhorn Publishers, the pre-tax profit went down. We saw those reports. Hasn't been such a good year for the publisher.
Well, I think for them, they had indicated that they had quite a number of increased costs, mainly to do with distribution in the sub-Saharan African region, in Malawi and Tanzania and Zambia as well. But an interesting thing is that they actually won contracts to supply textbooks for these countries from the government. And so I think that at the end of it, it will remain to see if it will be it will have to be a cost-benefit analysis for them, even going forward. Also, another thing is that they actually issued a bonus issue of shares for 3 for every 2 shares held. And what this is signals for the market generally is that they are trying to sort of hold or have a conservative dividend policy even going forward, for them to expand into the markets later on.
Very quickly, Daniel, NSE launched foreign currency bonds in less than 10 seconds. Will we expect to see the fortunes of the NSE improve on this announcement? I
think it does. It improves efficiencies for the market. It's real-time trading, and you can match trades at a much faster and easier pace for the Kenyan market. And international bonds will, it leaves the Kenyan bond market as an international position to sort of issue even bonds for the regional markets as well.